Hi guys, Mike Lee Connect, Movement is Life. It is Thursday and I just fucking realized I didn't do a double tap this Tuesday. So today is double tap Thursday. Only this week, next week back to Tuesday. Anyway, today's double tap, I'm gonna address the issue of small schools versus big schools. And I can talk about this because I've had both. Right now, I'm in a smaller setup, like a studio, but I used to have a big school, so I know the in and out of both, the differences, pros and cons of small schools versus big schools. Okay, so let's talk first about smaller schools. Okay, this Saturday I will be at East Coast Kojukai Karate in Aberdeen, New Jersey, teaching a seminar at John Ralph's School. Okay, John Ralph's School is an old school, and old school is good, old school, smaller type of school, karate, family oriented school. Everybody knows each other, very tight knit, like clan like school. And he runs his school the old way, okay, really close to his students, everybody's family, this and that. Okay, so John Ralph is one of my first fight instructors. Great guy. At the last fight instructor certification, he had 3 students representing him, and they fucking kicked ass. Okay, he year after year produces great students, great instructors, and he's a small school. Okay, so sometimes people work in small schools and they say, this is small school, like I was expecting a bigger school, and they kind of get turned off. Okay, I've had that in the last couple of years. A couple of people called in and came to check out the school, and I could tell when they walked in, like well, that's it. Okay, because again, right now I'm in a studio type of setup and I'm not running a big school. Okay, it's a mistake to judge the school by its size, either being big or small. Okay, so a small school, the pros of the small school is that the school owner knows everybody personally, knows who they are, their family, what they do for a living, and there's kind of like a camaraderie that's much tighter because the square footage can only allow so many students to train there. Okay, so that's a big pro. Okay, also the pro of a smaller school is because the expenses of a smaller school is smaller, obviously. So usually the school owners of small school will be more apprehensive about signing up new people, and they will kind of like screen them longer. I'm like that now. Okay, so if somebody wants to try a class in my school, I never sign up anybody on their first visit. I let them try a class. I don't talk about money. I don't talk about how much it costs to train. I don't say nothing. I said, come train, see if you like it, and we'll take it from there. And I let them train again. And again, I don't talk about how to sign up right away because I want to see 3 things. 1, are they gonna mesh with me? Okay, in other words, if I'm not feeling the energy, if the guy walks in is a total fucking asshole, full of himself, it's not gonna work with me because I'm an alpha type of guy. And if you gotta wanna be fucking alpha motherfucker who's not an alpha, it's just not gonna work. Okay, so number 1, I wanna see if they mesh with me. Number 2, I wanna see if they mesh with my people. Okay, most of my students have been with me for many years, and there's a specific culture, okay, not cult, culture in my school. If they cannot mesh in that culture, it's going to be a clash on the mat with other students, and it's simply not going to work. Okay, and I have a very specific clientele from all walks of lives, but they all have that one thing in common: they absolutely love Haganah, and they absolutely appreciate and value the training I teach them. So if I got a guy that comes in and he's not going to mesh with the group, it's not going to work. And number 3, I want to see if he's coachable. In other words, if I have a guy that comes in and he's horrible, he's just fucking horrible, but he's coachable, I want to snatch him as a student. If I have a guy that walks in and he's talented, but he's not coachable because his cup is already full, I'm not interested. I'm actually not interested. A few months ago, there's a guy who came in and he sought me out, and he came in and he was extremely athletic. He was very, how I call that, very talented on the mat, but he had no intention of signing up or being a long time student. He just wanted to check it out and see what the fuck we're doing. And then I didn't even bother to try to put him in the program because he was all about himself. Okay, and he wasn't coachable because his cup was full. Versus I'll have guys that walk in and they're clumsy, they're not athletic, but you can see in their face they really want to learn. That's the type of student I want. I want coachable students, okay? So if you have a small school, it's easier to screen who's coachable, who's not, versus you have a big school and there's like 40 people on the mat and basically you don't get to interact with every student type of thing, then you can't really tell who's coachable, who's not. Okay, now let's talk about the big schools, what the pros of big schools are. Big school is big group, big energy. Okay, a lot of times when you have a big group, the energy is more up. Why? Because strength in numbers. Okay, so some people like that. Some people like to be one of many, versus some people like to be one of only a few. Personally, I like to be one of only a few. That's why I was Special Forces. I've always did better in smaller settings. Okay, that's just me. I also like to work out by myself. I have issues. I'm a wacko, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I like smaller settings. Okay, so the pros of a small school: smaller community. Teacher can give a better ratio of 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 or 1 to 12 students on the mat, versus a big school. Sometimes you have one instructor to 50 people and basically it's less personal. Okay, however, one is not better than the other. It's really up to the person. However, the one key element that you want to look into a school is the size of the heart of the teacher on the mat. And it doesn't have to be the owner, okay? Because some schools, the owner barely teaches, okay? You show up, check out a school. Don't go by the building. Building means nothing. I've worked in buildings that are huge and have zero energy or bad energy or like yuck, okay? And I've worked into small places that are disgusting, that smell bad, but the fucking source of the building was so energetic that it was like a gold mine, even though it was a small place. So don't judge by the building. Don't judge by the equipment, okay? Some guys like old equipment because they're sentimental to, that's the same fucking punching bag I've had 20 years and I've seen hundreds of students punching that bag and turn into fucking fighting machines. Versus you got guys, they're like, new equipment, everything nice and this and that. Don't judge by the building. Don't judge by the fucking what's on the walls. And definitely don't judge by the fucking certificates on the wall, because you got some wackos out there that are certificate fucking hoarders. They fucking get certified in every fucking thing and they really don't know nothing, because but all they care is fucking, let me have my certificate, right? Judge by the heart of the teacher on the mat. Okay, what that means. One, you want to see how he interacts with students. That's number one. Number two, you want to see if he cares. Okay, I'm the type of instructor, I run a warm-up, or I let one of my instructors run a warm-up, and then I teach the material, and then I pull out. I just let students kind of develop by their own, so I'm not like a microscope on them. But when every second I'm on the mat, I'm 1,000% on the mat. So that's number one. You want to see if he really is passionate when he's on the mat versus he's just fucking running the class. Okay, so again, small school, small group, more personal. Big school, more energy. And what will happen in big school, there will be pockets of smaller groups. Okay, there will be pockets of smaller groups. All right, guys. Again, I will be in Aberdeen, New Jersey, at East Coast Kojukai Karate at John Ralph School this Saturday, teaching a badass fucking seminar. If you live in the area and you ever wanted to train with me, one of my subscribers, you can give him a buzz. He's at 732-566-6666. Lots of sixes. Again, 732 area code, 566-6666. Ask for John Ralph, one of my best guys. Come train with me, come meet me, and you'll see what I mean by a fucking instructor that is hard on the mat. Movement is life. Double Tap Thursday. Next week, back to Tuesday. Have a good one, everybody. Go get it.